quarter at Optus Oval. It's 16 points in Footscray's favour. A dramatic end to the second quarter when there was a lot of pushing and shoving in front of the race. Kevitt couldn't get clear. Good tackle by Romero and Harvey as the rain starts to come down again. Rowan Smith has certainly set Footscray alight in the second quarter. Watts nearly can go off the ground and kicks a goal. Just what Footscray would have ordered, and that's just what they've got, a quick goal to start the third term. And the Doggies looking more than threatening as they go out to a lead of 22 points.
Yeah, terrific pressure in the centre bounce there too, and handball there by Mark West, great. Again, that man Smith charging forward. Whether he's having a shot for goal or not, we don't know, but it doesn't matter. Watts finished off very well.
Well, it's a big turnaround for Footscray against Fitzroy. They were very ordinary. They won that game by 15 points, but we know Fitzroy hasn't been competitive this year against Hawthorn. They were very poor when Jason Dunstall booted 14. They started this game also poorly. First 10 minutes, St Kilda dominated, but now they've come back with that great 6-goal second term, the first goal of this opening third term. And the ball is forced over the line.
It's a free kick coming back to St Kilda, Kev, going to Jason Daniels. Yes, it is.
Took a heavy knock in the second quarter. Finds Nicky Winmar, who's been on and off the bench. Started on the bench. So a big lift is needed from Nicky. St Kilda's season probably resting on this game. Came in hot favourites.
This quarter particularly, Kev, they can't get themselves back into it.
So Neil kicks the ball back towards the half forward flank between centre wing. Burke was great in the first term along with this guy, Ozzie Jones. Kicks back to 50. Grant has been a star for Footscray. Ellis has been handy. Kicks into the man. Wirra takes the ball over the line. 8-5-53 Footscray. St Kilda 4-7-31.
It's a useful lead under these conditions. If we get some more rain, it's going to look even bigger. So Darcy sets himself with Vidovic. Darcy in front. Goes for the boundary line and/or Grant. Not quite there. Quick kick by Burke. Daniels, a little give. Harvey. Young, oh yes, read it well. It dropped short. Young was there for it when it did. And so he should be able to get the reply that St Kilda so desperately needs. He's about 30 metres out directly in front. Kicked a goal last week, despite the fact that he played in defence. Was one of their better players against Fitzroy.
Controlled this pretty well, Kev, sliding. Just kept his balance sufficiently enough to know on the footy. Well done.
Matthew Young, a vital kick for St Kilda and the Saints' finals prospects. A must-win game for them. They trail by 22 points. This will make it 16 if he's accurate. Should get it from there. Goal umpire doesn't move. It's a goal. So 16 points the difference.
Yes, this is his 17th game for the season, Matthew Young, and he's averaging just over 20 possessions, so I think he's been a very good player for St Kilda this year. And the kick coming through from Robert Harvey. Ball kept in play by Stewie Lowe. And Harvey gets his kick forward, and then Matthew Young, as we said before, controlled this well. The only player really going for the footy.
Vidovic versus Wine, taken away by Lazar. Quick kick by Liberatore, back towards the edge of the centre square. Smith, it's been a star in front of Jakovic, gets shoved out of the way by Shanahan. Great interception by Quill, played for the free kick. Shanahan dispossessed by Darcy. A boundary throw in. Jamie Shanahan originally started with Fitzroy, played reserves footy, came across from Tasmania as a full forward. He's now played 98 games of league football and has never kicked a goal. Burke with strength. Wobbles the kick off the boot, out of bounds on the full. 5-7-37 St Kilda. 8-5-53 Footscray. So a 16-point lead. Smith kicks into the man, Brown, and drives him into the ground. Still on the half-forward flank. Smith, fresh air shot, taken by Brown. Good support from Burke. Hurried kick back in front. That'll be a free kick to Wakeland. Got a loose player in Daniels. Can feed it off to Bardsley. So some rebound football by St Kilda. Vidovic's the target. He's got it. Stewie Lowe screaming for the ball, now on a lead. Lowe versus Grant. Grant's won all day and he's done it again.
Great mark.
Been best on the ground, Chris Grant. Just been an outstanding player. Just wobbles the ball out towards Smith. He's got Winmar to beat. He's got pace. Ball beats him over the line.
Throw it on centre wing. 16.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 53-37 in favour of Footscray. The match transferred from the Whitten Oval yesterday.
And that was a good decision, Pete. I saw it on Channel 7 News and it was just a quagmire out of Footscray.
Absolute shock of the ground. And of course, they haven't done much work on it for a long time. Libber's kick to half forward. Bouncer factor. Djakovic taken out of the contest by Young, who's been very busy again, covering a lot of ground. Djakovic started well. Kicked Footscray's first goal. He's certainly given them something up there. 50 metres out from their goal. And past Cameron. Watts, not Watts, it's Quill who takes it over the line. He started on the bench today. Hasn't really been able to get into the play. The Saints bench. Keep warm is the order of the day. Dimatina. Couldn't do much with it. Good tackle by Smith. Ball driven up by Wakelin. It's out of bounds. In front of Ramiro and Harvey on the centre wing position. So another throw in. Sunshine for the moment, but more dark clouds on the horizon. Winmar went for it, had it knocked away from him. Burke likewise, good tackle by West. Again out of bounds. So not much happening at the moment for St Kilda. Excellent second quarter by Footscray. They kicked 6 goals, 5 of them coming in about 11 minutes, I think it was. Darcy in front of Wakelin. West. Saints with the numbers. Quill gets there first but takes it over the line. So Footscray working it towards their goal, albeit very slowly. It's between wing and left half forward. Spraggers going towards the eastern end goal where the new stand is being constructed. Darcy, good ruck work, good tackle by Young. Ball jarred free in the tackle. Liberatore, no one to give it to. Opportunity for Cameron, applies a tackle on Daniels. Harvey off the ground, gets it back towards the centre wing position. Saints fans looking for a push in the back. Umpire says throw it in. That's Beveridge, and they look on interestedly. The throw in right in front of them. It's on centre wing.
See Jamie Elliott there along with Luke Beveridge. And also young Cripps. The interchange bench for St Kilda. West has been very good for Footscray. To Cameron, beaten this time by Young. Hands and knees, gets support. Bardsley tries to crash his way through court. Holding the ball, Jose.
Other than the first, say, 10 minutes or so, Kev Ramiro's done a pretty good job on Robert Harvey. Harvey 3 and 6.
I think that's a bit of a waste there, Rowan Smith. It's a great kick.
It was a great kick. It was actually a goal.
He doesn't realise that they've been bringing the ball back. Even Libber just looks at the umpire disbelievingly. Rowan Smith was just sensational in that second term. He's had 14 possessions and 3 marks. Smith. Ramiro. Djakovic makes a lead. It's been ignored. Watts is his target. Shanahan punches the ball away at ground level. Footscray's got the numbers. Cameron kicked a great goal in that second term. Pushing and shoving Winmar. The ball's just punched back over the line. Mickey Winmar gets a pat on the head there from Zilla. Mickey's really struggled to find any touch today. Just the 2 kicks, a couple of handballs. Darcy in front, from behind, Wakelin. Smith been taken by Quill. Burrowing in for the ball. There is Liberatore along there with Burke. Oh, great competitors, both of them. So he just gives Libra a pat on the back. 18 possessions to Burke. Had an outstanding first term with 11 possessions. So Libba has done a pretty good job since that opening quarter. Smith pushed over, taken away by Daniels. Gives it to Smith, back to Winmar. St Kilda out of defence, finds Lazar Vidovic. He wants to draw an opponent. Now he kicks the ball back to 50. Sirakoski in front, pushing and shoving with Krediuk. He's got the speed at ground level. Tries to set it up to West. Clean bowled. Ramiro. He's been good. Just tumble punch the ball back to 50. Punched away by Cameron by Young. Zilla gets there first. Young trying to pounce on the ball into the back. It's a good decision by umpire Rowan Shores, and Young will take the free kick.
Matthew Young at right half back. Good vision. Sees Tony Brown at midfield. Brown kicks to half forward. Winmar there. Smith likewise. Winmar over the top. 3 grabs. Couldn't complete it. And the Footscray defenders descend upon it and him very quickly for a ball up. 13 minutes remaining in this quarter. 37 St Kilda, 53 Footscray. The Dogs making their break in the second quarter. Midway through it. Everett and Wind. Kick away by Smith. Clean bowls Wakeland. Young, Cameron. Now Bardsley gets around Hargraves. Still he goes. He'll kick towards right half forward. One-on-one duel there. Vidovic the target. Got a paw to it. Couldn't complete it. Krediuk looks for a free kick. There was none there. Wallace goes down. Slapped out by Smith. Krediuk to Koganyuk. Looks for 50. Everett stands the mark. This has got to be pinpoint accuracy. Just as well for Footscray it was. Smith in front of Winmar. Footscray fans saying get it moving quickly, which he does. Down towards Hargraves. Hargraves, yes, second bite. Haven't seen much of him today. He's had a stint on the bench. Wallace, that was well done. Too far out the score. Looks for Jakovic in front. Shanahan. Cameron likes these, can kick that. It's the post. That would have been more than handy. So one behind, kicked by Leon Cameron.
I think the option was the wrong one in the first place. It should have been to Cameron.
I think
instead of to Jakovic.
Yes, I agree. And then perhaps even Cameron could well have handballed then through to Jakovic, who's on the inside.
Brown for St Kilda. The Saints just starting to get the staggers. 5-7-37. Trail Footscray 8-6-54. This is a big game for St Kilda. They're looking at a spot in the top 8 if they can win today. Footscray have had a very disappointing year. Just in 15th spot. 4.5 wins for the season. Coach Alan Joyce gave it away during the season. Terry Wallace has taken over. He's won a couple of games against Fremantle and Fitzroy. This would be a big feather in his cap if he can bowl over St Kilda. Ozzie Jones. Youngster with great talent, throws the ball out in front, but Koganyuk takes it away. Footscray are ferocious to Rowan Smith. He's off. Loves to run with the ball. He's got pace. Bardsley, great tackle. In front is Zilla. Pushing along there is Cameron. Needs backup. And we've got a ball up. Just 25 metres out. So Luke Beveridge on the ground. Coming off the ground, I should say. And coming on is Justin Peckett. Hargraves. Taken away by Cameron. Quick snap. That thigh looks all right. He's kicked it.
Great goal.
He's done the thigh. He's been trying not to kick with that right foot, and when I saw him snap it, I thought it must be okay.
He was forced to do it, wasn't he, Kevin? It looks as if he has gone. He's actually, he's got to come off.
Well, he's been like that for about 2 quarters, hasn't he?
Yeah, had to go that way, the right foot. Terrific goal. But he's definitely coming off.
Well, their interchange bench is not looking too good because Johnson, he's very frustrated.
He's on screen there too, Johnson.
60-37 is the score. Daniels added the congestion for St Kilda up to Peckett, as Kev said, just come back onto the ground. Quill should be able to mop this up, which he does. Grant, his game has been terrific. Grant towards left half forward. Look at that. He's got a panic to move in West. Keep going, son, the fans say. He's kicked it straight to Bardsley. Hit him right in the bread basket and he comes away with it. Oh, it bounces out of bounds. Oh, comedy of errors there. Absolute comedy of errors. All square one each.
That'll get a run on plays of the day.
Yeah, well, West was trying to hook it around the corner to Djakovic's lead to the top of the square. But, didn't come off.
So throw in just outside 50. Footscray's left half forward flank. Hargraves does the ruck work. Liberatore, like a terrier. Out it comes to Young. He seems to get better with every game. Peckett a chance, takes the handball at right centre wing. Winmar kept out of the contest, and that's a mark. Is it Ellis down there?
Terrific mark to Ellis.
And he's hurt his knee. He's clutching it in no uncertain terms, so this is disaster for Footscray. They will have no more fit players on their bench if he can't take his kick and has to go off injured, as Cameron's just gone off. Johnson is injured.
It's a great mark coming back.
Oh, just there, he's really stretched. So Footscray through Collinyuk. Out to Wallace. Wallace at right half back.
There's plenty of feeling in this game because
yes,
obviously Footscray wanted to play the game at the Western Oval. St Kilda asked to get the game transferred. I think that was the right decision, looking at this ground and the way both sides playing, particularly Footscray. But there is feeling in this game.
Liberatore nearly runs out of room and out of bounds. Now they've got another chance through Quill. Djakovic on the chest. Hargraves calling for it, but that would have had to be pretty quick because he's covered. West makes a lead. It'll be a great kick from there. Gee, that's not a bad sort of a kick. One behind, I think. Yes, to Alan Djakovic. So another point to Footscray, kicked by number 13. 2 goals, 2 to Djakovic this afternoon. The difference out to 4 even goals, Kev.
Yes, and St Kilda staring at defeat unless they can actually improve their rate. At the moment, Footscray, the better side.
Free kick too high to Quill and Sirikowski, the 2 former West Australians.
The former East Fremantle player who stayed on the bench. Djakovic pushes off Shanahan. It's been ignored. Just kicked the 4 goals for the year, Peter Quill. It's a long way out. He won't kick a goal. He's got to put in the danger zone. Punched away by Peckett. Neal couldn't trap it. Dimatina does. And we've got a ball up. So a big opportunity for Footscray. Dimatina had a terrific second term. He had 7 kicks and kicked a goal, his first in league footy. And Quill just takes the ball over. So warming up there is Brad Johnson. You see that thigh there. Would you fancy his chances,
Oh, no, I
Roscoe?
saw him trying to run around the boundary line, Kev. I don't think he can come back on.
Last resort.
Looks like one of those mummies out of Egypt, doesn't he? They've just opened up the King Tut's tomb. West tries to centre the ball off the hands of Shanahan for a boundary throw-in.
It was a better fist of centering than he did before when he kicked it straight to Bardsley.
Just his second game of league football today, and he's had a terrific game. 16 kicks, he's taken 5 marks, and he's had 1 handball. And Footscray lead by 4 goals.
Good lead under these conditions. Hargraves has given away the free kick. Sirikowski will take it. He gives away the hand pass. Aussie Jones gets on his bike, tries to bounce it. Don't know that that's a good tactic here this afternoon. It's one of the heaviest parts of the ground there. He kicked it like a bag of wheat. West, or Ramiro it is, with the kick. Liberatore tried to get it to Smith, comes back again. Still he goes, Libba. Intercepting is Peckett. Back to Burke. Burke to midfield. Winmar, a chance but overruns it. Collinyuk, kick us to half forward. Great accuracy. Smith thought about going, then decides to go back for his kick. And you may remember not long back when the umpire had blown time on, he raced away from a similar position and actually put it through for what would have been a goal. The play was stopped. So maybe he's learnt from that. Ready, set, go. Shanahan looks more ready than Djakovic, and away he goes. He'll do it again because Smith is about to kick. You'd reckon he's fairly confident the way he's holding this and going to come in and kick long, which he does. He's given it a decent old roost. Oh, look at that! What a kick! Fantastic goal. 2 goals to Rowan Smith and Footscray 10-7. St Kilda 5-7. It's out to 30 points, the difference.
Yes, and the plaudits coming back to Steve Collinock on the half-back line. And Libba just getting involved through the traffic there. Intercept by Peckett, but they couldn't do much with this. Winmar was in front, but the ball just carried through him. And then Collinock just scooping up and finding Smith.
Smith and Chris Grant have been fine players for Footscray today. Wind thumps the ball forward. Daniels bowled over there by Liberatore. In goes West. Sierakowski throwing some weight around as well. The ball up inside the centre square.
Some of the work that Libba's done on the bottom of packs today, Kev, has been absolutely fantastic.
Well, he's had a big duel with Robert Harvey, with Nathan Burke. Harvey has been looked after. Collinock running with the flight of the ball. Ramiro's done a good job on Harvey as well. Beveridge pumps the ball back, but Ellis takes it. He's got Callett wide. He's going to kick the ball long to Smith, who's just dominating this game now on Peckett. Feeds the ball off to Callett. So this is a big play by Footscray. Sierakowski has read it well. He's got Winmar loose on the wing. So some rebound football by St Kilda. Can they set it up? A casual bounce by Winmar. Kicks ball back towards the half-forward line, going to ground. Was Luke Beveridge, but no free kick.
And since that, about halfway through that first quarter, every time St Kilda go forward now, they've been forced wide. They can't go direct because those players in the middle of the ground have been well held by Grant. And also Wine doing a good job on Everett.
Stewie Lowe taps down to Burke. It's a hurried kick. Inside 50, Everett. It's got Scotty Wine to beat. He can keep the ball in. Good play by the big guy. Gets the ball out here, running in, kicking the ball. Was that Jamie Elliott?
Yes.
He's kicked it. Point.
Yep.
So St Kilda can't buy a goal. The former Richmond and Fitzroy player not able to finish it off. Crediuk. Last line of defence. Back to Collinock. Back to Weira. Scrappy play by Footscray. To Wallace. The veteran. Kicks the ball back towards the wing, out in front. Dimatina gets pushed there by Ozzie Jones. Then he was held. No free kick. No free kick paid as the shake of the head from Dimatina.
And all of us collectively. So it's a throw in. Low. Comes in over the top of Ellis, who keeps going. Joel Smith's hand pass to Ozzie Jones. Elliott this time. Tries for Lowe, finds him. Knocked away from him. Winmar. Harvey. Now a free kick. Somebody's taken that of the contest. The umpire calls advantage. Cripps goes at goal and has kicked it. We kicked one in the first quarter, Jason Cripps, that wasn't allowed. A little bit of controversy there because the umpire had called a free kick. He then paid advantage. And some of the Footscray players arguably asleep. Cripps wasn't and kicks his first.
Yes, the free kick was here against on Winmar against Collinock. That's why the player was then called on. And Cripps did the right thing, just continued to play and finished off. Well, one of that, Pete, that gives them something to spark up.
First goal of the season to Jason Cripps. So St Kilda, can they answer the challenge? 6:8:44, they trail Footscray 10-7-67. Major goal kicker for the Saints has been Peter Everett with 2. And for Footscray, 3 players have kicked 2 goals apiece. Rowan Smith, Leon Cameron, who's off with a thigh injury, and Jason Watts. And marked by Quill. Still inside the centre square. Loose player wide is Callett. Now he'll kick the ball to the half-forward line. Hargraves is his target. Too much carry. Been taken by Ozzie Jones. He's had a big game. Kicks the ball wide. Looking for Stewie Lowe. Couldn't take it. He's had a bad day. Silly free kick. It's been a frustrating day for Stuart Lowe. So a chance now. Scotty Wine. Always loves the handball. Averages 10 handballs a game. hoping for 50. And true to his average, he feeds the ball off to Collingwood, to Hargraves, and this time they find him. And he's a thumping kick, Hargraves.
Yes, you got a chance to kick this because Smith kicked one just a bit further in before and cleared the post very easily.
Stuart Lowe, just one kick, one mark, one handball, one tackle. Not the best of days for Daniel Hargraves. But he has been a pretty good player this year. He's booted 31 goals. He does kick the ball a long way.
He'll need to from there, won't he?
So he'll be kicking from 55 metres and kicks into the man on the mark. Winmar sharks it to Aussie Jones. To the running Peckett. Got no one to kick it to, so he brings it back inboard to Neil. Winmar makes space, also Elliott. They can raffle it. Bingo, lucky number 28. Stuart Lowe this time's got the set. The big man has got it.
It was their best setup for some time. I thought when we looked downfield that there was no one to kick short to. And Lowe made good ground to get back there. Grant unable to keep up with him. Steve Wallace had to try and make the contest.
83 goals for the season.
Can you believe Johnson is about to come back on?
Yeah, I just looked down there before, Pete, and we just to see how he moves.
So Stuart Lowe pops it through. The Saints are still in this game.
Footscray, remember, led by 30 points earlier in the quarter. It's now back to 17.
Yes, one of the few occasions. Here we see this setup here. Robbie Neal just chipped it over short to Elliott. And Elliott realising that Lowe was running back into that area there. Good shepherding too behind by Joel Smith. No question Grant's had the better of that duel between he and Lowe.
The Saints still in this contest at 67 to 50. In the latter stages of the third quarter, we've got a minute and a half to go approximately. Now can they get another one? Watts kicks towards full forward. Jakovic and Peckett. Peckett will rush it through. So 3 goals, the difference now. Another rush behind to the Footscray side. Time on being played in the third quarter. Peckett to Zilla. Zilla quickly from the 50-metre line. Winmar starting to have a little bit of an influence on the game. Looks for 50. Got to do better than that to get 50 these days. Looks for Daniels. Grant is there. He's got the height. He's got no one else to give him any assistance, though, Aussie Jones, so he has to chase after him and the footy. And Grant did well. That's out of bounds on the full. So persistence pays off, doesn't it?
And again, they got caught going to the boundary, Pete.
Dimatina. 50 seconds left. So he's got to move it very quickly if they want to get a goal. Wine makes a lead. Umpire gives him a bit of a hurry up. Peckett, good punch. Clears the zone, clears Brad Johnson. Footscray's reserves being really extended.
You would think, though, that Hargraves is a lot fitter than Johnson on the forward line. And I'm not quite certain what the Footscray bench is doing with Johnson there, because it doesn't look like he'll have the capabilities really to...
taken Hargraves off Kev for that kick into the man on the mark.
Yeah.
But you're right, to risk a player like Johnson coming back on doesn't seem particularly bright.
Of course, the problem for Hargraves was being 55 out. Often players run a little bit closer to the man on the mark, thinking they'll get that extra metre.
Distance, yep.
But I mean, obviously, from a fitness point of view, he may be of more.
Well, he said he was coming into the game. Winmar just couldn't quite gather that in, and the Footscray defenders, led there by Ramiro, able to tie it up again. So the clock ticks down to three-quarter time, unless there's a free kick in the goal square for indiscriminate infringement. There won't be any more scoring, you would think. Ball up on 50. There's the siren. So we've got a ball game going into the final quarter. The Saints making a good comeback. They trailed at one stage during the quarter by 30 points. They've got it back to 3 even goals. Winmar and Wine just having a few words. Nothing like we had at the end of the second quarter. And at three-quarter time, it's 10-8, 68. Footscray leading St Kilda 7-8-50 at Optus Oval.